Light rain, 100% coverage. That's going to continue. We're pulling in warm Gulf moisture. It's interacting with a cold air mass from the north. So that's why we're going to stay cooler today and rather chilly across much of the region. Here's the interesting thing. This whole storm system is moving pretty slow, and it's expected to dump quite a bit of rain because of a ridge of high pressure well off towards the north. That's why we have tropical storm warnings and watches further up the coastline. For our short-term weather future, I think you're going to like this one, Marcus. We're going to be talking about the rain showers coming to an end for at least the short term this afternoon before more rain, sorry Marcus, on the way tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look outside. We'll be talking about that rain again in more detail, but for the short term, cloudy skies. We'll actually be warming up a few degrees warmer than we were on Saturday. We're still rain free until you get down towards the south. Still a big ridge of high pressure in control of pretty much the plains all the way down here into North Texas. We're watching that sea breeze moisture starting to stream its way back south of Austin down towards Houston, seeing some nice complex of showers and thunderstorms. That Gulf moisture is on the return today, on the increase for us, and that means we're going to see better chances for some thunderstorm activity over the next day and a half.
But for most of us, like you were saying, Wes, this is not something that's normal for this area, right?
Not overly normal, I wouldn't say. It's not unexpected. I mean, earthquakes do happen more frequently in Oklahoma than they do in North Texas, but this is something that they're used to. I would say severe weather is something we're more used to than earthquakes, for sure. It's something I'm definitely used to say the least. We'll go ahead and update you again on that. If you're just joining us this morning, we did have an earthquake this morning to the north of us in Oklahoma, just to the west of Tulsa and to the north of Oklahoma City.
Weather Center now with meteorologist Wes Houx, who has been watching this storm go all along. And really the big threat here is, that, I mean, it's going to be staying out to sea, but just kind of sending those waves into the coast there.
Exactly, Jason. We're watching the storm, and the big concern is the wind speeds along with it and the storm surge. It's not so much the rainfall at this point, folks. It's the fact that it's going to be stationary right out there along the Atlantic.
And I always say go for good, high quality meat.
That's where you don't want to sacrifice.
You don't want to sacrifice there. You want to make sure that it's clean, not full of antibiotics or preservatives or things like that. So spend a little extra on your meat.
And they're certainly having fun in retirement.
You know, they're sitting there on YouTube watching all the mannequin challenges going, you know, hey, we can keep up with the young bucks. We got this. This is the one we can win.
No, that is impressive. So they're having a good time, and that video already has a couple of thousand views.
Really?
And you know it's going to explode. Yeah, no, that was really impressive. I love the music in the background. That makes it extra special.
Exactly.
So, the mannequin challenge still in
Continues.
there. Reminds me of the Running Man challenge. Do you remember the Running Man challenge?
How could I forget, Marcus?
Yes, we need to pull up the Running Man challenge because Wes killed the Running Man challenge one time.
That was all over the internet. This was before you. Before New Girl.
Before she was even thought about. All right, we have to bring that video up sometime. Okay, your time right now is 7. Was doing a rain dance because we've got a lot of rain to deal with today.
We sure do. It's not a bad day to be stuck inside, Marcus. We are talking about rain showers across North Texas that are going to continue, not only today, but for the rest of our weekend. Sorry for the bad news there, folks. Here's a look at what's happening across the region right now. In downtown Dallas, we're going to continue to see this light rain. It's been falling for the past several hours. 48 degrees, your current condition right now in downtown Dallas. And temperatures, we're really not going to warm up a whole lot more. A lot of 48s, a few 47s on the map as we speak. We may hit 50, folks, and that's going to be striving for excellence if we actually make it that warm this afternoon. Here's a look at how much rain we picked up since midnight. Latest data coming in, Canton now at a ½ inch of rain. Lancaster at just over a third. Waxahachie coming in just under a ½ inch as well. So light rain, 100% coverage. That's going to continue. We're pulling in warm Gulf moisture. It's interacting with a cold air mass from the north. So that's why we're going to stay cooler today and rather chilly across much of the region. The more moderate, heavy rain currently on the Doppler radar down near Franklin, back towards Corsicana, up Interstate 45 in Canton, where we've already picked up a ½ inch of rain. Back towards the east, further towards Nacogdoches, Lufkin, off towards Carthage as well. So obviously not exactly North Texas in general, but part of our southeastern viewing area seeing some of that more moderate rain. North of Interstate 20, we're going to see that light to moderate today. Heavier rain, of course, down towards the south, San Antonio, Austin area, picking up more of that rain this afternoon. The timeline for rain will continue this afternoon by lunchtime, 100% coverage, 80% by 3 p.m., and then it starts to wane by 9 o'clock this evening. course, we do have the Jingle Bell Run this afternoon in Fort Worth. This is a rain or shine event, so bring your rain gear, head out there, support those runners and walkers. 49 by 4 p.m. Temperatures fall off another degree by 5, and the rain showers should start to diminish a little bit, and we'll see that here in the timecast by the late evening. Heavier rain down towards the south of us. We'll see a few pockets of drier conditions by 5, 6 o'clock, but by 2 p.m., light rain showers to the north, heavier rain showers down towards the south and east. Here's that break I was talking about. That little wave of rain will kind of come to an end. Still some spotty showers into the overnight hours, but by 11 p.m., not nearly as much showing up here on the timecast off towards the west. That next band of rain will push through by early Sunday morning. So we're not out of the woods just yet. More rain showers Sunday morning. The heaviest rain on Sunday, though, notice stays to the south of Interstate 20. That's where the pockets of more moderate rain will be. No severe weather in our forecast. We're not anticipating it. Just widespread rain today, light and chilly. Temperatures, again, struggling to see that 50-degree mark. Rainfall totals through Monday morning, you can see here, fairly sizable. Upwards of 3 to 4 inches of rain in some areas where we desperately need it, off into East Texas. For today, recapping, 49 degrees, cloudy, chilly, waves of rain continue. And then into the overnight hours, 44 degrees, staying chilly. Now, Marcus, I know you're not a fan of cold weather. We will heat up a little bit towards Tuesday into Wednesday, but then our next Arctic blast appears. And this one will drive temperatures. Wait for it. There you can see it. Wednesday into Thursday, 28 degrees.
Oh, my goodness.
42 for the high, and 47 is all the warmer we're expected to get to on Friday. So it is going to be a chilly stretch of weather by this time next week.
As long as you don't say anything about snow.
We're not talking about that in North Texas,
and
not yet. Now, fortunately, when it's going to be freezing, we're not going to have any precip.
Okay. So no cobblestone ice, no snow, no none of that.
None of that to worry about yet. We don't have to worry about the salt on the roadways.
All right, so now time for what's really one of our favorite segments on Daybreak Saturday, Tail Wagger. And we have this chance to give a homeless pet a forever home. The one and only James Bias joining us again. He's from the SPCA of Texas in Dallas. So who do you have with us today?
Well, we're going to help with the bad weather by bringing a little Heaven into your home.
There we go.
So this is Heaven, and she's a 6-year-old pit bull mix that came into us through a transfer from the City of Dallas shelter. We have a partnership with them where we bring dogs and cats over to the SPCA to find a good permanent home. She is a love bug. She's
so soft.
She doesn't know a stranger out there. She enjoys being around people. Probably would be a really good.
Shake?
Let's see if she can shake. Can you shake?
Okay,
she can lift. Oh, she can kiss.
She's got good.
Yes. Okay. So I'm experiencing Heaven right now here at WFAA.
That's what Heaven looks like. That's it right there.
Okay, so that's good.
You needed another map.
Oh my goodness. So obviously whoever takes Heaven home has to be ready for a lot of love.
You know what? And she's a mature dog, which is nice. So that's going to be helpful with the training and everything. She's spayed, microchip, current on all her shots, and she's a beautiful kind of grayish color here, which sets her apart from most.
She sees herself on TV.
Thinking, oh, I look really nice there. So
who's that good looking
She's
gal?
just under 40 pounds, so really good compact size. And if you like going, taking walks and things like that, should be a really good dog for you.
Okay, fabulous. Okay, so if we want to see Heaven, where do we go?
Well, just come out to the SPCA of Texas, Jan Reese Jones Animal Care Center, 2400 Lone Star Drive, and we open at noon today. It's all indoors, so you don't have to worry about being cold and wet, and just come in and say, we want to experience some Heaven.
Okay.
Okay.
So we were talking earlier about the luxury doghouse raffle at North Park Center. Is that still going on, or is it about to?
It's going on through Monday, the 5th, and then the auction will be the 6th. So we're still selling raffle tickets. It's our home for the holidays. But these designer dog houses, which are built by the Dallas chapter of the American Institute of Architects, as well as Texo construction members who have gotten together, and there are 24 knock your socks off dog houses. I think
you haven't made it out there yet to see it.
No, I haven't been out there yet.
You need to get out there, my friend.
$5 tickets, or you can get $5 each, or 5 for $20, and then you just have an opportunity to not only support the SPCA of Texas, but end up really having some cool.
Yeah, and you can take one of these home with you.
Yes.
They're more. I mean, most of these are so nice. They could be outside, but I think I'd put them inside my house. They're that nice.
Yeah, and my dogs, and probably some of my kids would probably like hanging out in them too.
Yeah, right.
So.
Yeah. Well, sounds like a good time then. So, James, great seeing you.
Thank you very much, and we hope to find a home for Heaven today.
Indeed.
We sure will.
All right, Heaven. There you go. Do you want to read the Okay, she's going to read the teleprompter here. All right, your time right now.
For our short-term weather future, I think you're going to like this one, Marcus. We're going to be talking about the rain showers coming to an end for at least the short term this afternoon before more rain, sorry Marcus, on the way tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look outside. We'll be talking about that rain again in more detail, but for the short term, cloudy skies. We'll actually be warming up a few degrees warmer than we were on Saturday. Right now we're sitting at 48 here in downtown Dallas. There's a live look from Fair Park back at downtown. Heavier rain to the south of us from Houston, still along the Gulf Coast. That's where the flash flooding concerns are. For us, not nearly as great. Obviously, we don't have any flash flooding concerns. That's for portions of central Texas back towards San Antonio and then off towards Louisiana. Those watches do remain in effect through this evening. Not the case for us. We're going to see cloudy skies through about lunchtime west of I-35 towards Fort Worth, Louisville, maybe off towards Denton as well, and Rome, Decatur. You guys might even see some sunshine today, and it won't actually be all that chilly. The rain will continue to fleet off from Kaufman County this morning, and you'll probably pick up a little bit more drizzle, not much in the way of accumulations this afternoon. Temperatures right now, we didn't cool off a whole lot last night from daytime highs. 48 the current temperature right now at DFW Airport, 46 at Grand Prairie, and 49 in downtown Dallas. We're going to heat up into the mid-50s in many spots. 54 is what we're forecasting at Dallas-Fort Worth, 57 in Fort Worth itself, and 57 in Dallas as well. The timeline for rain today, rain this morning, 40% coverage across the area, and as I mentioned, that pretty much tapers off to nothing. Any rain we get today will be south of Interstate 20. That'll start to pick up tonight after midnight. We'll start to see those rain showers ramp back up Monday morning into the afternoon time frame. 80% coverage. We should pick up some more light rain. We're not anticipating much in the way of heavier rain. That'll be contained to the south of us. So here's the timeline, the outline for us as far as when this rain will be exiting. By lunchtime, here it is. You can see it. Really, no rain forecasted on the timecast. And here's the sunshine from Interstate 35 to the west, and that'll be continuing to be the case throughout much of the afternoon. It'll actually be fairly pleasant from Bowie back towards Graham and Mineral Wells. We'll be kind of flirting with that edge right along Fort Worth to Denton and back towards McKinney as well. The rain showers continue down towards Nacogdoches this evening, and then they'll pick back up in intensity overnight. Here we are, Monday morning, 9 a.m. You're getting that morning commute down I-35, Interstate 45. The light rain shifts there and then continues to work its way northward today. Now, we can't go on without talking about the rainfall totals. There's not a whole lot to speak of. 1/3 of an inch here locally, maybe upwards of 1/2 to 1 inch down towards the south, and still totaling upwards of 2 inches down in towards southeast Texas. So that's where the flooding concerns will really lie. High pressure and control of our weather pattern in the next 2 days, but it's a big cold front, an Arctic one, that'll be impacting us here in North Texas, and this will bring our first freeze, a hard freeze in fact, on the way for us midweek. So again, dry conditions from the west will return as we push off the rain east of us by Monday night into Tuesday timeframe. Here comes that Arctic blast, and there won't be too many people excited about this. So we'll be seeing temperatures Wednesday night into Thursday dipping down into the upper 20s. That's going to be rather chilly. 54 today, Marcus. Not as rainy for us this afternoon. Northeast winds at 10 to 20. The rain picks back up after midnight. 45 degrees for an overnight low. That'll start your day off on Monday. 60 degrees on Tuesday, Wednesday, 53, and there's where the bottom drops out. That Arctic front arrives Thursday into Friday.
Wes, we never want to hear Arctic.
Not in Texas.
That's just bad news.
Bad
all
news
the way
bears.
around.
Yes, sir.